Many homeowners in the Durham region are waiting for the market to get better before they sell. But after more than 20 years of helping people buy and sell homes here, I can tell you the perfect time to sell rarely looks obvious while it's happening. Instead, it leaves clues. And right now, there are 7 very specific signs I'm seeing in the Durham region market that could indicate 2026 might actually be your window. And many homeowners are completely missing them. By the way, number 4 on this list is the one I see people ignore the most, even though it often ends up being the biggest factor. I'm Villia Truelove. I'm a local Durham Region real estate agent. My contact info is all below in the description if you have questions about buying or selling a home here. So sign number 1, your home is the kind that buyers are competing for right now. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Aren't there more homes for sale right now? And yes, overall inventory has increased compared to where we were over the last couple of years. But here's what's really happening in the Durham region market right now. Buyers have become very selective. So what we're seeing is a split. Homes that are priced well and show well are still selling quickly, and homes that are overpriced or need work are sitting. So here's why this matters for you. If your home shows well, if it's in a desirable area, and if it can be priced correctly for today's market, you may actually be in a stronger position than you think, because those homes are still getting showings, strong interest, and in some cases, even multiple offers. I'm seeing that play out across the Durham region, which takes us directly into the next sign. Sign number 2, buyers are still active. So the headlines sometimes make it sound like the market has completely slowed down, but the reality on the ground is a little bit different. Here in the Durham region, we're still seeing serious buyers actively shopping. Interest rates have come down over the last while, and when combined with lower prices than we've seen in many years, this means that there's more buying power for many people. And when buying power increases, buyers who were sitting on the sidelines start coming back into the market. In my own business, I've been seeing more showing requests, more buyer inquiries, and more activity, especially in the 700 to 900,000 range, which happens to be the sweet spot for many homes in the Durham region. So sign number 3, you've built more equity than you realize. A lot of people hear that prices dropped and they assume that they've lost a lot of money. But if you bought your home 5, 7, or 10 plus years ago, that's often not the case. For example, someone who bought a home in Ajax in 2018 for around $550,000 might still see that home valued somewhere around $750,000 to $800,000 today, even after the market correction. That's potentially $200,000 or more in equity. And that equity can be used to move up to a larger home, downsize, relocate, or reposition financially. The surprising thing is that many homeowners never actually run these numbers. They just assume that the opportunity isn't there, when in many cases, it actually is. If you'd like to stay up to date on what's happening in the Durham region real estate market, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I share regular market updates and neighborhood insights so that you always know what's happening locally. Now, sign number 4, and honestly, this is the one that I see people ignore the most. Your life has changed. Maybe the kids have moved out and suddenly you're in a 4-bedroom house that feels way too big. Maybe your family has grown and you've completely outgrown your starter home. Maybe you changed jobs and your commute just doesn't make sense anymore. These are signals that people often overlook because they're waiting for a perfect market signal. But something I tell my clients all the time is this: the best time to sell is often when your home no longer supports the life that you want to live. The market matters, but it's not the only factor. Sign number 5 is related, but slightly different. It's when your home simply doesn't fit your daily life anymore. Maybe you're working from home now, but there's no good office space. Maybe the stairs are becoming more of a concern. Maybe you'd really prefer a main floor primary bedroom, or a neighborhood where you can just walk to more things. I see this especially with homeowners in their 50s and 60s. On paper, the house is still fine, but day to day, it just doesn't work the way that it used to. And my advice in those situations is simple. Just don't wait until it becomes an even bigger problem. Sign number 6 is something a lot of homeowners don't think about: local market shifts. Durham region is growing quickly, and there are some big changes happening across different communities. We're seeing new development in places like Bowmanville and Courtice. There are infrastructure projects that could change traffic patterns and accessibility, and zoning changes are happening in parts of Oshawa and Whitby that may influence neighborhoods over time. Some of these changes will increase property values. Some might change the character of certain areas. But the point is this: real estate is very local, and timing your sale based on what's happening in your specific neighborhood can make a big difference. And finally, sign number 7, you're financially ready to make a move. That means that you have the equity, you've built some savings, and your credit and finances are in a solid position. Because selling your home isn't just about getting the best price possible, it's about being able to move into your next chapter comfortably. If the financial pieces are already in place and several of the other signs that we talked about apply to you, that's usually a pretty strong signal that the timing might make sense. So let's bring this all together. If you're a homeowner in the Durham region and you're seeing 2 or 3 of these signs in your own situation, your home fits what buyers are actively looking for right now, you're seeing active buyers, you have strong equity, lifestyle changes, and a home that no longer fits, local market shifts, or financial readiness, that's probably not a coincidence. It may simply be the market and your life telling you it might be the time to start exploring your options. Now, does that mean that you have to sell right away? Of course not. But it might mean it's worth understanding what your home could realistically sell for in today's market. If you'd like to have that conversation, I'm going to leave a link down below where you can book a quick call with me, or you can always reach out by phone or email. There's no pressure, just a conversation about your options. And I'm curious, which of these 7 signs resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments. I always read every single one of them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.